Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. Last time these two got together, Florida got to rub a little salt in the wound as they blew out the Noles.
Well, that was a statement win by the Gators, and I think that win really helped push a bunch of high school prospects that might have been considering both the Seminoles and Gators to Gainesville. That game had a huge impact this offseason for the Gators.
Makes the catch. It's Watson. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quickly to the tight end. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets to give. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time. He's only got a few games left to make that final impression on Heisman voters, but based on the season he's had so far, he's he's got some space. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
From the gun, give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Finds his man, it's Wilson. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Caught, close to the marker, it's Wilson. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Gators are on the move. Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That's caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Almost had the completion, just missed it. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Give to Brown. Getting work done on the ground. He's out at the 14-yard line. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds. And the Noles come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Applewhite. Pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. Give to the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here's a quick throw out to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Deep to shallow. That's why I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Watson. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll pull it down. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better.
Tons of room in the middle. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9.
That's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short. What he does after the catch, he's just got... so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house. Make a big play on any reception.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminole. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size.
There he goes. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the... Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Noles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Quickly complete. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Behind the chains now on... And long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. Out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Catch in the middle. It's Wilson.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try?
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Caught near the sticks. It's Watson. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Applewhite. Get it out on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds a man on the left. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, No, you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Complete downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices.
Stop the clock. No gain.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Finds his tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it away at the 37. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quickly goes to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Seminoles in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38 in the lead first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Now the play fake. Wide open downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Knowles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jars loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free. Down is coming up. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! A very productive run gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. They'll go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Leaves it with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Brown has it. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. And the Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play. It's a first down. The And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Touchdown, Gators! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out. It's Webster. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going again.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down play Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point 4th quarter lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. And the Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a 1-possession game. and they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now is gone. Wait.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pop.